What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the from the green room, and my guests tonight are Connor, Jordan, and Donovan of the band Lucid Illusions. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. It's a little cold outside because I'm in Indiana, and you guys are probably in a warm area. So.
Oh, it's been 80 degrees for the past.
Oh, you guys suck. I wish.
Oh no, it's been no. It's thick and humid and it's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Shower on Monday and you're not dry until the next Monday, dude.
We want what we don't have.
There's no Christmas spirit. It's hot and sticky.
Yeah, it was
It's cooling down though.
It snowed like 2 days ago, and now it's raining and the snow's gone. So
I've heard of snow before. What is that?
yeah,
I've literally never seen it.
So back in November, you guys released your newest single, "Gone." I know you guys just released your LP. We'll talk about that in a minute. But that was the third single off the debut LP. Talk a little bit about that.
So that song is one that's
That one's
been. What?
You first. Go ahead. No, I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That song's been one that's it's been in our live set for quite a while now, and a lot of our fans know it just from seeing the shows.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one that we felt, we just needed to release as a single, kind of give people something that they already knew.
Gotcha.
Maybe. 'Cause it's a fun song in our opinion, at least, and we added some stuff to the studio version that we can't do live just because we are three people.
Right.
It was the first song out of the three singles that actually was done in the bedroom. That the rest of the album was done in.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't
yeah,
call it
I
a
don't-
bedroom though. I wouldn't call it a bedroom.
The studio. I mean, we it's not like
Studio.
sleep in there.
Bedroom.
We
Right.
modified it into, but let's call cats here, man. It was a bedroom before we got into
It was.
Well, my studio's in a bedroom, but it's my office. I
Right.
call it my office. It's not a bedroom.
Yeah, and we call it the studio, right? You know,
Right.
because it really truly is. But in all honesty, it was a bedroom. But that's where the whole album was recorded and done and everything. And this was the first single that we released that was done like the rest of the album. So it was the first of the bunch of us to be like, okay, this is all that we've got. This is everything. You know what I mean? This is all, Connor
Yeah.
and us, and there's no Malcolm for this stuff. That was all.
Well, let's back up a
Just
second.
us.
I don't think we've talked about Malcolm yet. We need to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah, true. So for the other two songs.
Go ahead.
Wait, who's going? I don't. Okay, yeah. So the other two songs, I don't belong anymore. So I'm trying to watch the mouths move and figure out who's talking.
Right.
I don't
luck.
belong anymore, and Move Along were done in Nashville, Tennessee, with Malcolm Springer. So those two
cool.
songs were done outside of where the rest of the album was done.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
the
and
rest of it
so
was done by Connor.
and I was about to say
Us.
to add to that, Connor is
Us.
actually the one who. Well, yeah, I mean it was us, but Connor's the
Us.
man behind the computer.
The computer for hours and hours and hours.
So
Yeah,
he's
the one
he's
that-
an engineer in the sense, producing all the tracks and stuff.
He's our
Yes,
sound
and
goblin. Yes.
Sound
he
guy.
has done an amazing job to
Goblin.
opinion.
I like Goblin.
But yeah, no,
Goblin
Connor did
mode.
a fantastic job, and with the like reciprocation, I think is what I'm looking for, that we got from Gone. We knew that the rest of the album was gonna be awesome. It was awesome to see everybody's reaction and how much they loved it.
I think it means more
Especially
just knowing
compared-
that, we built that from the ground up, Like a lot of that
Literally.
was that was a lot of time, guys. That was
Mm-hmm.
every week, for a day, two every week for
years.
a year and a half, 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, that's a
We
lot. That's a
went
lot of
through
time.
At least one day a week. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through actually 3 different versions of the studio before we ended up having to tear it down because
Gotcha.
it was in Donovan's house and he just moved.
Oh.
Yeah. And now it's in this house.
Yes. But we learned a lot trying to build it the first 2 times,
hmm
and realizing what we did wrong and what was working and what wasn't working. So we
First
eventually
one didn't work.
Yeah, first one did not work at all, and I will say that was my idea, and I was dead wrong.
I don't even remember whose idea.
Can I get a clip of that recording, please?
Yeah, I will send
Can we
that
say
to
it for
you.
you again?
So back,
yes. Sorry, go ahead.
no,
Yeah.
back to the, you guys just on December 2nd or so, like a week or so ago, you guys released your actual LP, something new. So let's talk about that since we talked about some of the singles off of it.
All right.
All right. So, something new is the title track. Or let me rephrase. It's obviously the name of the record, but it's also a song on the record, right? So that song is the title track, and it's actually a song that we had in our back pocket since the band started, and we kind of scrapped it, and we ended up bringing it back, modifying it a little bit, having some fun with it, and it turned into something that we felt like was, I guess you could say, like the epitome of Lucid Illusions in a way. It was something
that song.
had,
Going on to what he said, that song was like the first one that we like really considered done when we were recording and doing all of that. And that's also the one that we came back to every single time, adding more and more stuff to it every single time. And it developed the entire theme for the album by the time we did our final edit on it.
That's cool.
It set the precedent for the whole album for sure.
Yeah, and every instrument that is on the album, with the exception of I think just the glockenspiel, is on that.
The glockenspiel, what is that?
Yeah,
it's like a tiny.
xylophone.
Yeah,
Jordan's worst nightmare.
Jordan hates those things.
Well, I mean, it just we
that
couldn't
one.
get it to record right. We couldn't get to record right. It was really hard.
Gotcha.
But so, with that being said, we also felt like it made a great title track because something that we aim to do as a band.
Well, it almost wasn't called something new.
Yeah, it almost
called
wasn't.
it something else. Yeah, we almost called it Hit the Road.
But at the end of the day, obviously and like Donovan just said, we almost called it Hit the Road. And there's another song on the record called that, and that's obviously about going on tour and just living the lifestyle, so to speak. But something new, it was more like, hey, we're aiming to be something different. I mean, we still have the vibes of some modern music and some older music,
right.
But we're also aiming to, I guess, present it in a new way, right? And be different than all the other bands that we hear. And I would like to think we've done a good job of that so far, and that is kind of why we chose that one as the
done good, kid. You done good.
Something new, something different.
Awesome. So, keep hitting my legs on my damn desk. In 21, you guys, did a project called 365 Days of Covers.
That's just a reaction now. No.
Which you recorded a new cover each day. How did that concept come about? And what covers did you guys do?
Insane brain and his knack for dragging us into these crazy projects that he wants to do. And
it sounds like my wife.
Yeah, I'll edit every single video, no problem. I've got an editing software.
Yeah,
I can.
Donovan, how many calls did you get at like 1 or 2 a.m. saying?
I mean, to be fair to your point, it was my own fault because I, don't forget all the time. So I would forget to edit a video that day, and it'd be like 1:30 a.m. I'm laying down, just I'll sleep, and he's like, "Yo, dude, we gotta upload in like." 2
I'm glad that
hours
you did
for
those
the
edits
video."
though. You have a few edits in there where you just did like your own candid whatever, and it was awesome.
Yeah, where I was like, I don't care what
Something-
Jordan says about
something-
this. I'm making it. Yeah.
A walk through.
It was a lot. It put some, like, I don't want to say stress on the band because it wasn't anything like crazy stressful, but it kept us busy the entire year. We were in contact every single day talking about something, whether it was the video or if it was the editing or the sound of the video or getting it all together, who's doing what. It kept the band in contact every day, and it was kind of perfect too because that was like right after the 2020s, the whole COVID thing, and where everybody kind of separated. And luckily for us, Houston didn't shut down too much, so we were able to kind of keep doing what we were doing.
Gotcha.
And that 365 kind of kept us glued together while everybody else seemed to kind of be falling apart. You know what I mean, or kind of drifting apart. And right. So it really definitely was a cohesive unit.
Yeah. And it was a tough time for all the bands and musicians for sure.
Everywhere,
Be able to do something like that and stay together is pretty cool.
And that was part of the reason why we did it, was because we had just come out of 2020, and actually when the idea was born, so to speak, it was still 2020, and we wanted something that would, allow us to, no matter what happens, to keep doing what we're doing, but also, like the whole something new concept. We want to do something different, something outside the box, something outside of our comfort zone, something
Right.
to push us both as a band and, musically, and also just as people in general.
Gotcha.
And it turned into this crazy concept where we learn a new, or someone learns a new song.
Yes, and it was a lot of it was Jordan, to be fair, but a lot of
Yeah.
it got picked up by Connor. I did a single song.
Yeah.
And
I'm proud
that's-
of you,
I
man.
don't,
And there
thank
were
you.
a few
proud of
where we,
I don't sing very well, and I wasn't going to subject people to that for too many more than one time. So.
Quit saying that.
I don't think Donovan's
I don't
pulling
want-
his weight. I think you guys might need to renegotiate
Well,
his
but he did.
percentage.
I'm the one who edited it. I edited
Yeah.
all of it. That's
Okay,
mine.
okay.
That was mine.
Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll retract that statement, sir. You guys have opened for some great bands such as P. Roach, Seether, Bush, Warrant, Everclear, Sick Puppies, Saliva. How was it being able to open for some of those bands?
It's been a crazy 2 years, man.
It's been insane. That so dreams come true, man. It's
Right.
things like I remember playing freaking Guitar Hero and playing Warrant, Fairy Pie, and being like, this is the greatest thing ever, and
Right.
just rocking out to it, and 50, 17, whatever years later, I'm in Florida opening for him, talking to him, having a beer with him after the show, and it's just
Right.
like, holy cow, how did I get here? And it makes you appreciate everything that you've done. You know what I mean?
Right. It makes the work, all the hard work, worth it and come full circle, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good way to put it.
and it was a lot of, it was a lot of work getting there too. And there were a lot of days where we were just like, man, if we could just get one of these gigs, just one, that could change everything. And
Right.
it felt like it took forever. And now all of a sudden it's been, I think the first time we opened up for a national act was a little over a year and a half ago now. And it's just flown by. And ever since
Almost
that
2 years
happened, yeah, ever since that happened, it's just been crazy.
It was
Right.
Saliva, wasn't it? The first one?
Yeah,
Saliva.
Saliva
Yeah.
was our first one,
That
and
felt
then I think that was
And it was supposed to
was-
be Puddle of Mud.
Yeah.
That's a whole
yeah,
nother story.
Oh, that's a whole thing. Yeah, but no, that's when we hit our stride. We finally got that energy of a crowd that was there to see a national act, and I don't want to toot our own horn, but we owned it. We were like, hell yeah,
Right.
this is where we thrive, and I think everybody kind of saw that, and we started proving ourselves more and more that hey, we can handle these bigger crowds and these bigger bands, and
Yeah.
kind of get that crowd moving. So
Because
Awesome.
at that point, we had already been gigging for like 4.5 years. So we know the ropes, we know our equipment, we know what we're doing.
we know
on
each
stage,
other.
we know
Right,
each
right.
other, and we've got the chemistry, and we have strategically done things in our set that get the crowd involved, right? And so being able to open for a band where there's actually a really good crowd, and they've never heard of you before, we got to like truly test what we've been practicing for years.
Right, right.
With these people who have no idea, you are just a nobody to them,
And it gave us
being
some more
able to get
ideas.
them to smile and interact with you is awesome. Yeah.
Right,
Guitar
right.
slide. That came out of doing the live shows,
Yeah.
the big ones. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we're doing now, I mean, we're just getting more confident and comfortable with it. And that just, it feeds itself,
Oh yeah, yeah. Keep
great.
building that confidence up, and like I said, that list of bands for just a couple years, man, that's pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like
Thank you.
a lot of those bands are like some of my favorite bands. That's the same with me.
Same.
Like I'm a photographer, so you can't see if you can't tell behind me on my wall.
And
That's like some of the concerts that I've shot is like my dream, like my favorite bands, get to like
Right.
shoot like Def Leppard and Saliva and Mudvayne and Zombie and all that. It was just I've been doing it for like 5 years and never thought I would be doing something like that. But
right on,
Right.
dude.
so it's really cool. But
That is cool.
That's awesome, man.
you guys opened for BuzzFest 22 in Houston and got named the best local band by the Houston Chronicle. What can we expect from Lucid Illusions in 23?
Oh,
That's a good question.
Guys, we can go the
have
opposite route.
ideas.
Worst local band. You want to do that?
Well, yeah, we're we one
Or
is
you
one
can.
is
I know
the
you can
other.
expect. You can expect a break.
No, yeah.
We need a break.
I'm
don't
sure
think
you
it's
do.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me.
No,
No,
We-
short
we
one,
have-
nothing crazy.
we have no like hiatus or anything, but that's we have plenty of ideas for 2023. We're not going to let the snowball stop. There is
Gotcha.
no letting the snowball stop, but we there is going to be a little bit of a gap in January. We're all going to just like go to Hawaii or whatever and dip our
There you go.
the toes in the sand for a week.
Sure.
Touch some
Hey,
grass.
do it. You deserve it. You
Sure.
deserve it, man.
And then
Can we
yeah,
actually go to Hawaii? That'd be awesome.
Dude, I would love to.
have the
Oh my
band pay
goodness.
for it.
Right.
Oh, sure. Okay, we'll see about that.
I don't want to.
Who does the books? From that comment, it sounds like Connor does the books. Oh, Jordan does.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do the
Okay.
books.
Okay.
Like, believe.
So where can we find information about the band and what's going on with you guys, as well as your music?
Social media is a great place to start. We also
Specifically?
do a decent job at keeping our website updated.
We're on like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Generally, like Instagram and Facebook are our big two. We're kind of on Twitter. None of the three of us are very good at the Twitter sphere, and especially
I stopped using Twitter.
the
I'm watching
dumpster
it.
fire that it is right now.
Yeah.
don't
I
think
watch
you
the
should
Twitter.
join it. But yeah, usually Facebook, Instagram, those are our big two. And you can find our music on Spotify, Google, YouTube, anywhere. You just Google Lucid Illusions and it'll pull it up somewhere.
Awesome.
You can listen to
Awesome.
it forward.
Once again, you're in the green room. My guests, the guys from Lucid Illusion, debut LP, Something New, out now. Find all that album and all their music on all your favorite streaming platforms, and find out what's going on with them on all your usual social platforms, except for Twitter. Just kidding. Use it on the Twitter.
It's there, it's just not as up to date.
Yeah.
Is there.
And as always, all those links will be in the video description below. And you guys, thank you so much for jumping on and joining me in the green room. And
Thank you.
hopefully my dogs
Thank
aren't
you.
barking too loud back there. I can hear them barking. They're barking at something. So let's do it again, man. Let's stay in touch, and I'll definitely be
Absolutely,
following
yeah.
you guys' progress. And keep pushing, man. Take that break, though. You guys need a break.
Thank you,
No
sir.
burnout here. No burnout.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Have a good night.
All right,
You
you
too.
too.